But no, she's not allowed to breach the stairs with food.
Okay.
So
It's like I never was like necessarily dirty, and I even like would clean my windows and dust. I just didn't pick stuff up
yeah. So
and put them away.
and then my thing is, and I'm just so it's so exhausting to like go through this, and it's like. And then her being on punishment puts a cramp in everybody's style. It puts, it's like it eats into the time I have with her, our alone time, our
Plus, you
hangout
playing
time.
policeman instead of daddy.
Yeah, and right. And then we can't hang out. We can't go to the movies. We can't watch movies. We can't, she can't do anything because she's on punishment.
Right.
And so, and then she drags it out for weeks. So it actually, like I said, it ends up affecting the whole family because of it, and it's just so tiring to go through this constantly every time she needs to clean her room. And then the way I finally, like I said, there's been times when I've given her consequences, and that's worked. And then there's been times when I gave her consequences and it didn't work. But this just recently, last night, I got fed up and I told her, you know what? And I was really, really glad that she didn't make me, because if I say something, I'm going to go through with it, because I don't want to be that parent that she doesn't take me seriously because all I do is threat.
Idle threats, yeah.
Right. So if I say something, I'll back it. That's why I try not to go there unless I've really thought about it and I'm really prepared to back it up, because I have to back it up.
That's the nuclear button.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
But this has been going on for like so many weeks now. And, my wife tells me she just came in and checked in on her. And I had just sat her down yesterday morning, like, Danya, and I tell her, like, look, you got to do this, and then you get your room clean, then we can have fun. We can play this game, or we can do that. Or we can do whatever, okay, daddy, okay. And then nothing.
Why don't you try doing incremental things with her room, like skills, like to get the room clean, like one cup. 3 days, 1 week, whatever. Is like, it's all about like your clothes have to be picked up. Like, and you conquer that, and it's like, all right, now the next thing is like, and you're building towards a reward, and like, all right, now if I can get you to get your clothes picked up and put your toys away every night, I got to see both of those things happen. Okay, now I got to see your clothes picked up and your toys picked up and your clothes put away and the top of your dresser.
That's a good idea, because I think what happens is it gets so bad that she just gets overwhelmed.
Right.
And then she doesn't want to do anything because she's overwhelmed. But I've tried the thing where I've tried the preventive measures strategy with her. That doesn't work, because she goes from 0 to 60 like that. Like, I mean, 1 minute it's nice and clean, and I'll be peeping in, and like tell, oh, okay, Danya, I might get one or two, okay, Danya, go ahead and straighten up your room before it gets gets too bad. And then like I would turn around like 1 day later, and it's just like a bomb went off. I mean, that fast. And the thing is, during the week, her schedule is so tight. She doesn't have time to really play with anything. She's got a little time in the evening to wind down and watch a little television, and maybe like play on her tablets a little bit while we're watching television or something after dinner and before bed. But because the amount of homework that she has, and because she kind of procrastinates a little bit and how long it takes her to do it,
right,
she doesn't really have time to play with all her toys and really tear up her room.
Right.
So I don't really understand the clothes I get. The clothes is like, okay, she comes home, she takes off her clothes, puts on her PJs, and the clothes just lay on the floor. I understand that part. I don't understand where all the toys, how they get all, like, Saturday your room was clean, Sunday your room was clean. How the next weekend, when you ain't had time to play with your toys through the week, obviously, maybe that's what's taking her so long to do her homework. Maybe she's playing with her toys.
Probably. Probably.
But anyway, oh my God,
that's what I would try. I would try that incremental little things, and then she has a little bit of confidence along the way too. Like, well, look, I did conquer that. I did conquer that clothes thing, didn't I? Oh yeah, you can't see the top of my dresser.
Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna keep trying to do the preventative thing, but
sure, of course,
in the event that gets by me and it explodes like it normally does, I think I'll try that, because that's the best suggestion I've heard yet. To try to do it. And I know it's partly that she's just feeling overwhelmed, but like, she's a good kid overall. She just got another report card. I think she did make the honor roll this time. She got like 3 B's and just
all right, Danya,
like 900 A's.
All right.
So
good for you.
And I'm very proud of her in every other area, but that one. Yeah. Thanks, Pip.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Steps.
Yeah, you are wise.
Sometimes. Sometimes. You know what I'm foolish with?
What?
My own life. I'm smart as fuck about everybody else's life. I can tell you how to get your own shit together, but my own life, no.
You should be a life coach.
You know what?
People that help other people get their shit together and they shit all fucked up.
Well, I'm like a sitcom, like like from like straight sitcom storyline. He's an advice columnist, but he just can't get the right advice in his own life. He just can't get it together in his own life. He's a love guru, but he just can't find love. That's me.
Okay,
It's time. Let's go ahead and get into these topics.
Let's do it.
news and noteworthy. The Shiznit.
All right. So last week was the Academy Awards. Which one was this one? Do you remember?
The 90th
90th.
Academy. The first Academy Awards was held actually in 1929 in the Blossom Ballroom of the Roosevelt Hotel.
I knew you'd have some sort of Oscar or Academy Award trivia.
I do.
All right. Cool. Oh, you know what? Wait, back up real quick. Before we get on the Oscars, Rick Ross update.
Oh, yeah. You got some info?
Yeah. So apparently he's, after our last what was it, last week?
It was last week.
Yeah, last week.
Because it was breaking news.
Okay, yeah, last week he was and then like in the middle of the week, it was reported that he got sent home and he had a nurse or somebody coming in and checking in on him and all that stuff. But by the time Friday came, I'm reading that he's out shopping with his daughters and one of his baby mamas and other family or part of his entourage, whatever. And he, they had a picture of him. He's looking suave and looking good and looking healthy. So whatever it was, he's obviously feeling much better now. So Rick Ross is look like he's on the mend, everybody.
Sorry, 50.
50 at home crying.
Sorry, 50. He gonna live.
Okay, so now back to the 90th Academy Awards last week. We had a lot of black stuff, a lot of black firsts and a lot of black wins and whatever else's and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Latino wins too.
We did. It was a very diverse Oscars, I'd say, or Academy Awards, right?
Yeah, it was. That's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that we were just talking about Oscar So White. That was only like 3-4 years ago, right?
I think maybe last year. I think it was literally last year that Will and Jada boycotted. Literally last year.
Wow. No, that couldn't have been that soon ago, was it? Wow. I definitely Oscar So White.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So okay, so we're gonna go over a couple of the big category wins for you, and we can just.
I saw almost all of these too.
Did you?
Almost.
Okay, yeah, because you get the screeners.
Yeah,
because you got it like that. Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen almost any of them, and I have almost no desire to see any of them.
That's my actually biggest problem with the Academy Awards.
Like I'm not interested in any of these movies.
That's my biggest problem with the Academy Awards. Okay, so I do the walking tours in Hollywood, right? And so I go to the Dolby Theater as part of my tour where the Academy Awards are held. And one of the features on your way to the staircase up to the Dolby Theaters is you walk past all the Best Picture winners for every Academy Awards. And you seeing like great movies. You're like, oh man, that was a good movie. Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was a terrific movie.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing things like, that's a movie they told me was a good movie. That's a movie they told me was a good movie, but I never,
That's like more recent years.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I did not like Titanic. Don't get me wrong, but most people did. I feel like that's one of the last times like a movie like people actually really liked won something. It's like it doesn't seem like the movie that people like that the box office and the critics both come together on.
Right.
Those never even.
There's like a disconnect. Yeah. Yeah.
Usually in the animated category it does, but in the regular movies, like people love Girls' Night Out. Yes, it's bits of piss jokes and stuff like that, but it was a decent movie and people liked it. There were other movies too that had that good. I'm trying to think. There was one I had in my mind that was like even like a Wonder Woman.
Well, one of my criticisms of the Academy Awards is I always felt that the categories, they have so many categories. But then there's other places where they need more categories, and then they have too many categories in other places. You know what I mean?
What do they need category in?
Like, I feel like instead of Best Picture, I think there should be like Best Comedy.
Well, they used to have 2 Best Pictures in the original Academy Awards.
Okay.
And there was, I don't know if it was best. It was something like that. It was like
because they're so different. It's not really fair to compare a comedy versus a sci-fi versus a drama. And you got 18,000 categories anyway. Why not just get rid of some of these technical categories that nobody cares about, and then break the Best Picture up into small, instead of, you can have a Best Picture overall, but then have a Best Comedy, have a Best Sci-Fi. I mean, well, I guess you have Best Special Effects, so that kind of is kind of sci-fi, but not, you know what I mean? But
I know that I feel you. That's actually been a big problem over the years as far as like the genre stuff goes.
Action movies never get any kind of love at the Oscars, but it's a movie, and they have really good action movies,
right? But they usually win for like editing or sound
or something like or stunts.
Like Baby
or
Driver
something.
was up for like, you know,
but they don't
like
they don't really get a chance.
But Baby Driver wouldn't be nominated for Best Picture, even though everybody loved it.
Exactly. So so why not have a category for that where it could be like, you know, can get its own kind of like Best Picture in this category, because compared to all the other ones, it was the best.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to maybe, you know,
3 Billboards,
right? Yeah. Then it's not the best,
because you can't even really compare those 2 movies.
Yeah. So that's what I feel like. There's too many apples and oranges going on. You should, you know, have categories for all apples and all oranges. And
I feel you.
That.
I feel you.
I think,
but like the awards need to be longer.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's what he said. So that they need to cut some.
Yeah, or not all of it need to be televised. You know what I mean?
That's true. They could have a technical awards, and then they could have like a creative awards or whatever that they do for the public.
There's the stuff that's the industry stuff that only industry people care about, and the public don't care about. We don't need to see that, or that, you know, all the best, you know.
Most people don't even know what editing is.
No.
And
they don't care.
Who's it? Who's in? And like you'll see these editors are like they worked on like the biggest movies that have ever been, and people are like fast forward. Right, exactly. And they'll be bigger than the celebrities that are in the movie. Like as far as like the movies that they worked on, we're talking about people that have like 12 Oscars already, and then they get up to make a speech and we're like, oh, this one again. Oh, who cares? Exactly.
So let's go ahead and start with the big boy. The Best Picture goes to The Shape of Water by director Guillermo del Toro.
I like him.
I like him too.
I don't know if I say this movie was the Best Picture, and I saw it.
And I like him too. I watched. He undertook a TV series. It's called the
Troll Hunters?
No. I'm not saying that's not the one I'm thinking of. I don't know if he had anything to do with that or not. But the Strain.
Okay.
It was FX, FX horror series, like a
Troll Hunters is great. I know you know that I'm a big animated dude, and I love Troll Hunters.
Okay. So and then we got for Best Actor, we have Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour I had the screener for, but I gave it away because I thought, I don't care. It's a historical drama about Winston Churchill.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, no desire to see that.
Yeah.
Frances McDermott. Now this is one movie, 3 billboards outside of Ebbing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name
Ebbing,
of it,
Missouri.
Right? Ebbing, Missouri. Now I would plan on watching. Actually, I'll probably watch that next weekend, if not this weekend.
That's a good movie. It's actually it's more like it comes off more like a play because it's really dramatic. It's really theatrical.
Okay.
And but it's funny. It's real dark. It's dark comedy.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
And then we got for Best Director, we have Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water.
I get it. He made a lot of artsy choices in the movie. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan. I
didn't see it, but it kind of reminds me of Splash for grown folks.
It is Splash. It's a green splash. The movie has so much green in it, like the color green, like it has a green palette, and everything is green, and it has all. It's fantastical and romantic and stuff like. But that's just not my kind of jam. So that was my issue. That's why I'm trying to like be cool about I'm trying to be objective, and I'm like I can see people enjoying this movie 20 years from now, 30 years from now, in a way that they might not enjoy, like say I, Tonya. But I think Get Out is a movie like that too, and I really wanted Jordan to win that category and Best Picture.
Okay, so we got let's see, Best Supporting Actor. We had wait, I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah, okay, Best Supporting Actor, 3 billboards.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh, he was so fantastic. He was so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, despicable character. Now that's a character I didn't like, but I couldn't get enough of him.
Yeah, sometimes those characters are fun. For Best Supporting Actress, we got Allison Janney, and for I, Tonya.
She was great in that movie. And I knew she was going to win. It was clear she was the standout like she was going to win, but I kind of wish Laurie Metcalf had won because I thought Laurie Metcalf's performance in
Laurie Metcalf was in I, Tonya?
No, Laurie Metcalf was in Lady Bird. She played the mother in Lady Bird. I just thought her performance was more nuanced because like Allison Janney's character in I, Tonya, she's Tanya Harding's mother, and she's a straight up raving bitch.